Hello, everyone. I'm Eric D'Souza, and welcome to our continuing series of author interviews for Crime Writers of Canada's members who have been shortlisted for the Awards of Excellence. Joining me today is Charlotte Morganti, whose story, All My Darlings, published in the Die Laughing, an anthology of humorous mysteries, has been nominated for the Best Crime Short Story sponsored by Mystery Magazine. First, Charlotte, let's talk about the anthology itself. Die Laughing, an anthology of humorous mysteries. Sounds like it would be quite challenging to write a short crime story that also has a humorous theme.
Um, I suppose so. I that's all I seem to be able to write. So even in serious pieces, I can't resist throwing in the odd you know snarky comment or humorous insight. And so this story, it was sort of languishing around in the my find me a home
Oh,
file. And when Mystery Magazine put up the call for submissions for that anthology, I thought, oh, I can't believe this. A whole anthology of humorous stories, right? Mysteries too. So I pulled out the story and, fiddled with it a little bit for the ending and that, and then sent it in. And surprisingly, the editor liked it and picked it up. And then even better, the awards committee for Crime Writers of Canada liked it too. So it was an all-round win for me.
yeah, excellent. Without telling us too much, what could you tell us about all?
About the story?
Yes.
Okay, so the main character is a writer who has difficulties finishing stories, not unlike the person who wrote the story. And so, it's a little bit out there because the characters in her stories finally become so fed up with having to hang around on her hard drive that they materialize in her home and take it over and refuse to leave until she actually gives them an ending to their story. So I'm not going to tell you how she gets rid of them, but I had an absolute blast writing that story.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd be an excellent, fun read. Hopefully not too dark. I think fun.
Oh, no.
Um, I think anybody who's in the crime writing scene in Canada probably knows your name. I see it pop up from every time, different conferences and such. And you and I are paths across, or are crossing in the next little while. So let's start maybe with a project that you're working a lot on, is When Words Collide. It's going to be a fabulous weekend for crime writers and readers because, well, basically, I think you've taken on this task of running simultaneous programming during the entire event that will always have crime writing or mystery writing on it. Um, I think you have me working quite a lot that weekend, but up until then, you've been doing most of the work. So what could you tell us about When Words Collide?
Um, it's a great it's a huge festival actually, and it's usually live, except during COVID they turned it into a virtual conference, and it's based in Calgary. And while you and I are both working on the crime fiction stream for them, but they have panels and presentations for just about every genre, speculative fiction, literary, and of course the crime fiction one, which we're working on. And it started out as a small project and it's grown, and you were generous enough to offer to host or moderate the panels that we couldn't find other moderators for. So I'm very grateful for that, but you are going to work hard. But so the programming, it's actually came together quite well, I think. And we've got panels that are of interest to writers. So, like experts from publishing, who are, we have some writers going to talk about how to working with a small publisher. We've also got expert panels from the police and the investigators side. And we're trying to put together, there's a couple other panels that are just going to be spectacular if we can pull together the people that we need to make up the panel. And then for the readers, we have about 12 author panels that range from dealing with, short fiction to long fiction. There's a couple on settings, so both, Canadian settings and international ones. And then, we have like thrillers and amateur sleuths and the whole gamut. So I think whatever a reader of crime fiction is interested in, they'll find something in When Words Collide. And sorry to interrupt. No. It's just to, it's happening middle of August online.
Exactly what I was going to say. So people should check out.
It's free.
Yeah, so it's When Words Collide, not Worlds. So When Words Collide.
Words Collide.
And I participated in it last year too, and ended up sitting on observing it. So I was an attendee for many of the events, and it was a lot of fun. Randy does a great job with that.
Yeah.
So like you said, we're gonna have to wait till mid-August for that one, but people who enjoy crime fiction don't have to wait so long for another one coming up, the Maple Leaf Mystery Conference, also virtual, and that's going to be next week. And you're not working as hard on this one, we just have you on one panel. I believe you're going to be talking about writers from the West. So what's that panel going to be like?
Yeah, it's a panel of Western-based mystery writers, hosted by a woman who's very skilled at podcasting, so I'm sure she's going to be spectacular as a moderator. And the other panelists are novelists, and so I'm going to be on there talking about setting short stories in small Western Canadian towns. And the questions just came through this morning, so I'll have to do some work to prepare for the panel.
I think it's hosted by Joanna Vandervoot, right?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
So she's an excellent speaker. Who else is going to be on? Dave Butler?
Dave Butler, PD Workman, and Janice McDonald.
Oh, that's an excellent lineup. Yeah, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Yes.
That is next week, right? So
right.
I believe
on Sunday.
Yeah, you're the last one, right?
We are.
Yeah. So if anybody doesn't know about it, that one is starting just after Victoria Day. So there is some content both, during the weekdays, but there's gonna be some excellent speakers there too. Ian Rankin's headlining it.
Right.
Maureen Jennings, Iona Wishaw,
right.
Rich Mafina, and I believe it's only $25, which is just pretty much giving it away. So that one is called the Maple Leaf Mystery Conference, also virtual. Lastly, let's talk about you a little bit. I know you live in BC, but I've been to your website and you have some beautiful pictures that feature the Cowboy Trail in southern Alberta, where you're from. And you say it's still home to me. Is it one of those cases of, you can take a girl from Alberta, but you can't take Alberta from the girl?
That's what my husband says. Yeah, I grew up in Alberta and spent some time in Calgary, and then moved to Vancouver a fair time ago. But Alberta sort of sticks with me, and especially the area around the foothills and around Calgary and the Cowboy Trail. So yes, the pictures on my website are mostly of a ranch that I discovered when we were driving down the Cowboy Trail. And now every time we go back to Calgary, I make my husband drive the Cowboy Trail again, trying to find that same ranch because I want more pictures of it. And honestly, it's disappeared. I can't find it. So it was there because I have pictures.
There's the proof. It's online, so it's real.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So now you live in BC.
I do. I live on the Sunshine Coast, which
I know where it is, but everyone else.
Everyone thinks it's an island, but it's not. We even have T-shirts that say it's not an island. But anyway, it's a little peninsula that comes down the west side, I guess, of Howe Sound. And you can't get here except by ferry or float plane. So that can be challenging if you're used to living on the mainland where you can just jump into a car and drive out to meet your friends for coffee. If I want to see my friends on the mainland, it takes a little bit of planning, but
Yeah, you have to deal with the ferry.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my parents live in Sunshine Coast in
Oh,
Seashell.
great. Oh,
And,
great.
yeah, my first mystery novel is Death in Half Moon Bay, so I know the area.
Oh, good, good. Yeah. We try to keep it a secret, right? Your parents are sworn to secrecy.
They do. They moved there themselves, and just after they moved there, they said no one else should.
That's right. That's right. That's what we say. Yeah, don't tell people about it.
All right. Well, then everybody's watching. It's a horrible place. You shouldn't do
That's right. Rains.
There's a
Can't
reason why it's called the Sunshine Coast, though. All right, Charlotte, it was a pleasure talking with you today, and I look forward to working with you in the future with the two that we mentioned, but I'm sure there's going to be many more times that you and our paths are going to cross.
Okay. Thank you so much for the
You're
interview.
welcome. You're welcome. It was great fun, and good luck on May 26th.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.